the bottom or just?
No, anything.
Just within the.
Yeah. That was almost. Oh, actually not. Hey there.
I don't really do anything.
What's the countryside?
Just sits there.
What do you mean?
In between. Yeah. No, like London dungeons.
I'm not doing any of that until I have to move to the room. This one for no reason. Of course, mate. Get it. Oh, it went in.
Oh.
Lovely meals all around.
Et du coup, je lui ai dit, mais pourquoi t'as dit que t'es célibataire? Et après, il a pas répondu.
Is the queue for the toilets?
Probably, yeah. Grab a gander through it. Getting in the mood, are we?
When you two are starting, I'll come down here somewhere and I'll look for him. If you can run through this bit, I don't know, like maybe you only start running at the.
No, I'll start there, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, I mean, but like he'll be walking through, won't he? Yeah. I'll still take bits here.
That way.
One for the gram.
One for the grab. It's a big day.
I'll see him when he's room 13 knocking about.
All at home.
I'd say you two are on the. You wouldn't look at you and think you're getting 44 minutes 10k. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're off. Look at the speed. The speed is crazy.
Do that for every group. Maybe. That'd be cool.
Värma upp era kroppar här lite ytterligare då. Varsågod SSC, vi kör igång musiken.
That was absolutely mad. I'm not even, I can't even lift my shoulder. Genuinely, I can't even do a lateral raise. My strategy was get a monster in early, use that to get my way through. Because last time I had any water, it gave me a cramp and a stitch, so I didn't want that. But that went out the window within the first kilometre. Genuinely though, so difficult. I think it was under 150. But honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm really happy with that, considering the conditions. Boiling, 23 degrees, no clouds, no wind. There was a bit of shade, but not a lot. And the majority of the course is uphill. So not as good as I wanted, but still gassed considering the conditions. My sprint finish was actually pretty spectacular, to be honest. Passed about 50 people at the end there. They're interviewing people somewhere. I might find them and have a little chat. I need to find Christopher, because he's already finished somewhere waiting for me. And then Harry is somewhere. He's like an hour into the course, so we're going to find him and video him later. What I do like though is they've got free food, so I've just absolutely scrammed 2 protein bars at 12 kilometers on one of the bridges. Genuinely, I thought I was going to pass out. Like, actually, I thought I was going to faint. And so many people, I've genuinely seen like over 10 people laid down on like an IV drip being carried out by a van. Like, actually genuinely dangerous. And I thought that was going to be me, but I need to stop trying to raise my shoulder. But thankfully it wasn't. Right, I'm going to go find Chris and see what he's up to. Hopefully he's not in hospital. I found him.
Så ska det gick ett larm här så jag måste lösa det här. Ni var ni ihop? Ja. Har det varit ett skönt lopp idag? Come on Harry! Men det är bra då faktiskt. Vi har ju pratat om det också här tidigare idag. Dialekten Susanne, var kommer man ifrån?
Östergötland, Motala.
Oj, Motala, det är fint också. Är Olivia därifrån också? Ja.
I'm going to do another one in summer. Less heated conditions and see what happens. I was hey? I live by the sea, mate. It's windy. This hill at the end, that was yeah.
Can you see like the doorway?
Yeah.
Where the lights, there were the lights in the doorway. So you sprint up there.
That yellow's fine. Alright.
Yeah. There he goes. Yeah. He just kept going, he's not stopped. He's disappeared. Alright, first stairs the day after.
This angle is not too bad.
It could be worse. It could be worse. It's still not great. Your pictures will be just fine.
We should have done it the way that we later where the chickens get them all to send in a fiver. Just spend all their money. Just a bit like Malmo or something. Never find them.
Fly back to England.
Yeah, we're actually doing spoons back over.
Yeah. Then for the latecomers, you're saying, right, we're at table 15 at the balls in Plymouth.
Right, we're finally back home now. But the last challenge is getting up these stairs. Alright then everyone, that marks the end of the series. This is the end of Billy Trains for running a half marathon. I remember back in week 1 where I went for my first run, the 5k, and I could barely do it. My legs were like hurting so much and I was really out of breath. I'm just so happy with how far I've come over these past 10 weeks, which isn't that long of a time. But I honestly feel like I've progressed so much, both in being able, like how fast I'm able to go and like how long I'm able to run. I just feel so much more knowledgeable about conditioning, running, training, and just exercise in general, and how to better navigate that over these past 10 weeks. I would 100% recommend this challenge to anyone else that feels like they want to get in better shape or maybe just wants to become fitter, because that definitely was the case for me. Definitely felt fitter, felt healthier, looked a lot better, which we'll come to soon. But honestly, I think 10 weeks or 12 weeks is a perfect amount of time to get into physical shape and to set a goal to run a half marathon. But saying that, I would not recommend doing the same one that I did, because just avoid Gothenburg in terms of the half marathon at all costs. But apart from that, it was a very, very pretty city and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Just make sure the half marathon you sign up for isn't all hills, isn't in 23-degree heat, has clouds, has shade, and has a bit of wind. And if that's the case, I'm sure you'll be alright. But as for how this challenge changed me physically, I'm going to put a few pictures on the screen here now. I started off around 87 kilograms and I just finished a bulk, so I had a bit more body fat than I wanted to, and I used this challenge as an excuse to supplement it with my cut so I could cut down my body fat. And that is the case of what happened. I've definitely lost a lot of visible body fat, mostly, honestly, obviously on the ab area, but also on my lower back, like love handle area. It's visibly a lot thinner than it used to be, which is great. It just gives the illusion that I have a bigger back. And obviously just a lot more muscle definition everywhere around the body. And I'm now about 78 kilograms. So probably, yeah, I lost about 9 or 10 kilograms overall, which is a pretty impressive amount, honestly. So that's it. That's the end of the series. Not really sure what I'm going to do now, but in the future, I definitely plan to do a full marathon next year. But obviously I want a little break from that. And then maybe in between then I'll do a training for a boxing fight series. That's what I think is gonna happen, but we'll see. Thank you to everyone that tuned in every single week from week 1 to week 10, seeing how I did and updating you on my progress. It's been a pleasure to make this series. There's not really much else to say. See you around.